Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Tsung Kong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Dupten Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of the good practice tonight. Namo Medicine Tathagata of the Eastern Lapis Lazuli realm. Namo Paisaya Guru. Sumo Tanzan Katso Duten City. All Dhamma masters, Dhamma educators, Dhamma teachers, Dhamma instructors, Dhamma tutors, temple and center directors, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Good evening. How do you do? And these are greetings in different languages. Cantonese, Vietnamese, Japanese, Korean, Spanish, Japanese, Taiwanese, Japanese. We all know about Medicine Tathagata because the 8 primary deities at the Seattle temple, we rotate them back and forth. And we never increase nor decrease these 8 deities. And Medicine Tathagata or Medicine Buddha from the Eastern Lapis Lazuli realm with Lapis Lazuli light. And his Pure Land is called the Lapis Lazuli realm. And this realm and the Western realm of the Atmos bliss are both extremely supreme. And the vows made by Medicine Buddha, 12 great vows of Medicine Buddha, which I have elaborated before. Like when we read the fundamental vows of Medicine Tathagata of the Eastern Lapis Lazuli would understand the attainments of Medicine Buddha, and there is no difference between among Buddhas, and all their Pure Lands are extremely supreme and superb. So the Lapis Lazuli light realm, you know, we melt the glass to become this Lapis Lazuli. So it's better than glass. And this burned glass are very expensive, but glass is very cheap. So lapis lazuli are very expensive. So the lapis lazuli realm is very precious. I have had a vision of of medicine Tathagata, and I have talked about it several times. It happened in Korea at Cheongju. And had the vision of a giant medicine Tathagata. Oh, it was a statue, a huge statue in Korea. I was sick then. And when I saw Medicine Tathagata, I was very pleased and prayed to him. And then on the way out, I had the vision of Medicine Tathagata and Sunlight Radiance Bodhisattva and Moonlight Radiance Bodhisattva. And also had the vision of Medicine Buddha's retinue, including the 8 great bodhisattvas, and also the 12 medicine generals. So that's what I personally saw, and I'm telling you now. When I had that vision, I knew that my problem will be resolved. And I have talked about it several times. I saw it with my eyes closed. And in front of your eyes, you can see the light radiating. You know, like the Thangka painting, they would also paint the light rays around the Buddha. How do you describe such a light? Can anyone describe it? Personal light? No, it's not the round light like that. No. It's like line of rays and trembling, like sun rays, appearing right in front of your eyes. And at the center, the medicine Tathagata appeared. And then the scene changed to the next one. Sunlight Radiance Bodhisattva, Moonlight Radiance Bodhisattva, the 12 medicine generals, and also the 8 great bodhisattvas. One by one, they all appeared. That was a true vision, very real. I wrote it in one of my books about this vision. And upon seeing that, I knew that my problem, my ailment, would be resolved, and sure enough, I was cured. If you practice medicine Buddha, the illnesses that you have can be alleviated because it's one of his vows in the 12 great vows. Remember, tonight you need to return the time. This is the end of the daylight saving time. It's tonight, right? Turn it back 1 hour. How many countries other than United States is there? Canada, US. England too. Any other countries? Oh, Sweden and Norway too. All the Scandinavian countries. To keep changing time back and forth like this, it's not that good in my personal opinion. Why? Don't we have the same time? It's because of the sunlight, the daylight. It's changing back and forth. It's so troublesome. Then you can't use. You make a mistake. So the Homa will also change time. It's still 3 o'clock. But the 3 o'clock was the 4 o'clock of the past. So it turns dark earlier or at earlier time. I don't know how to say it. Is it good or not? I don't know. Really. So the time difference would be different. So Pacific Standard Time is different from Central Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time. Why don't you just make it one time? In China now, it's just one time. Doesn't matter where you travel in China, it's the same time. The flights are all on the same time. You don't need to change back and forth. Let's not talk about it. This is not really a joke. It's saying that old people are valuable. There's silver on the hair, right? And gold in the teeth, but not in America. But in the past, they used gold crowns. That's why we say that. you have valuables on your body, wearing all the jewelries. So when people ask for direction, they would say, they would go like this. I'm embarrassed because I'm also wearing this on my middle finger. Are you asking me and to show all the gold crown, gold teeth? And the road goes like this to show off your jewelries. The road goes like this. You go like this to show that you're rich. Gold on your teeth and sugar in your blood. And inside your kidneys, you also have diamonds. And you don't need natural gas. You have continuous natural gas. Oh, endless natural gas. Signs of old age. Talking about old people. Oh, elderly school. There's a group of elderlies who always forget to do homework, and the teacher got really angry and asked these elderlies to stand up. And then the teacher asked a Taoist master, and he started ringing the bell. And these elderlies got really scared. Teacher, what are you doing? And the teacher replied, according to the school rule, we need to have your parents to come to school. So the Taoist masters invoking the deceased parents to come to school. Oh, about elderlies. So I'm old again. Last night I had a dream that the husband was chased after by a rich woman, and the rich man gave me $30 million to abandon my husband. And immediately I accepted the check and very excited and said, I will sell my next husband to you too. So heartless. When you're old, you're being sold. Now we'll get on to the main topic. On the Q&A. Question from Singapore. Lianhua Han Tze. I wholeheartedly pay homage to our lineage root guru, living Buddha Lien Shen. I wish Grandmaster and Sumo are always healthy. 1. I earnestly beseech Grandmaster to teach us the key formula of the practice of the Lan syllables triangular fire wheel to clear transgressions. When I read your book number 148, The Power of Mantra, so what number is it now? 291. Book number 292 may be published soon, and now I'm writing book number 293. And I really hope that book number 293 can be finished before I return to Taiwan. So book number 148, The Power of Mantra, on the article Spring in the Swimming Pool. So, The Power of Mantra, you wrote about a practice that can eradicate the 5 atrocious sins, which is the 5 ceaseless sins. One uses the Lan syllable to burn our own body until it is completely gone. May I receive this empowerment remotely? Because karmic transgressions and their retributions and fixed karma are truly terrifying. So let me tell Lianhua Hanzi. Triangular fire wheel to clear transgressions. Let me tell you, the distance between book number 148 till now is very far. Based on an elderly's memory, I cannot think of it anymore. Spring in the swimming pool. It must be nude swimming. How can there be a spring in the swimming pool? It must be nude swimming then. I don't know. Have you read this article, anyone? Why is there a spring in the swimming pool? I am testing your memory. Book number 148. An article entitled Spring in the Swimming Pool. There was a female ghost. She must be tongue peeping on my swimming. I was about to delivering this female ghost. Remote empowerment, karma and fixed karma are truly terrifying. Oh, it's this. There's a reference of that article. I saw Siddhikapa Bodhisattva took Xiao Cui to my altar, and there was black energy like a rope binding her. And I said, you killed 100 people, and the 100 people that you kill have been Buddha delivered. How about you? And Xiao Cui said, but I'm being bound, cannot be freed. When I heard that, I didn't say more. From my head, I emit a red Sanskrit syllable Lan that turned into a triangular fire that becomes a huge bliss that burns Xiao Cui completely to become ash. So even when Xiao Cui had the heinous sins, this fire could eradicate them completely. And when Xiao Cui became ash, that means her karma has been eradicated. And I saw a ray of light, like Mani jewel, radiating in the Dharma realm. And Siddhikarbha Bodhisattva was holding this Mani jewel and fly into the sky. And the Dhamma practice is like this. I taught you Tantric Dharma, and this is extremely secretive. So the practitioner sit quietly and in deep meditation that none of the thoughts from the past, present, and future are there. So this is the samadhi of the Dharma realm. And there's a Sanskrit syllable lan, which is very bright and radiant like the full moon, that transforms to become a triangle. And on top of it, there's a fire blazing to burn our own body and mind, and chant Lan 21 times. It can burn all the karmic transgressions and retributions of the practitioner. And the mantras Om Lan Soha to purify everything. Om Vairuchana Mala Soha to purify the mala beads. Om Vajira Guhaya Kappa Samaya Hum. Om Vajila Guhaya Kappa Samaya Hum is the transformation into 1,000 wheels. So by chanting once, it's the same as 1,000 times. This Dhamma practice seems very simple, but actually it is not. So the hardest part is that the thoughts of the past, present, and future cannot be on your mind. So the 3 times, some people say 3 lives, some people say 3 times. You should not have any thought at all of the past, of the present, and of the future. None of those, no thoughts. And this is called the state of no thought. If you can do it with no thought, to use this triangular fire of the Lan syllable to burn your own body and mind, to become ash. It is extremely difficult to do. What is this syllable Lan? I do it every night. Every night for the light protection Dharma, I would chant Lan, Yang, Kang, 3 syllables. Lan, that my whole body would be in fire. The fire rises and the whole body is cremated. And with yang, there would be a breeze that would blow my ash to the air, to the space. And Kang means space, nothing, void. And there's no human being on the bed. And I enter sleep this way, with no thought whatsoever. I would chant Lang, Yang, Kang. So I use this method to do the light protection Dharma. Recently, this is what I do. Lang, Yang, Kang. And Lang, my whole body is on fire. Just visualize yourself to enter into the crematory hole, and with the light, with the fire, with the Lan syllable, you burn yourself to become ash, and when you come out, you're just all ash. And Yang, the wind would blow the ash to the sky, and Kang is all gone. And on the bed, there's no me. I'm not sleeping there anymore. So what can you be attached to? That's my light protection practice. Everything is gone, completely empty. So the syllable Lan, there are 6 syllables that's important. Om, An. The 6 syllables that are very important. Om, Ah, Hum, Lang, Yang, Kang. 3-syllable mantra. Tantric mantra. However, you have to be completely serene. You don't think of any past, present, and future. Nothing is attached to your mind. If you can enter meditation this way, then all your karma will naturally be eradicated. This is a very secret practice. So this syllable Lan means fire. Means fire, a triangular fire. Because fire is a triangular element. Of the 5 elements, triangular represents fire, square represents the earth, and rectangular represents wood, and brown represents metal. And irregular shape represents water. Metal, brown, wood, rectangular, water, irregular, fire, triangular, earth, square. The shapes of the 5 elements. So therefore, fire is always triangular. It's a triangle. Remember this practice. I don't know. Can I bestow remote empowerment? Let me consult. Can this Dhamma practice be remote? Have remote empowerment? No. You cannot receive remote empowerment for this Dhamma practice. It has to be personal empowerment given directly. I have said it before, and now they said it again, so it's matching.
跟那个联姻讲的，就是相应的。我问的，他讲不可以摇罐。
So when I consulted, she said, no remote empowerment. Come to get the empowerment personally. But you need to guarantee that you have no thoughts whatsoever of the past, present, and future. So that's the state of no self. Are you able to do so? If in your meditation you have no thought whatsoever, then you can calm. And then amid emptiness, the syllable lan would appear, and the triangular fire would appear, and then you burn away your body and mind completely. Then this method can eradicate karma.
这是第一个问题。不过我还是不知道。
That's the first question.
这个游泳池里的春天是什么？
But still, I'm not sure what's the spring in the swimming pool.
难道是我在游泳的时候，突然间，这个地藏王菩萨带走这个
When I was swimming, that Siddhikarma Bodhisattva brought Xiao Cui there? Not sure.
第二个问题。
And the second question.
弟子有一个对佛法的理解。
I have this understanding about Buddha Dharma. Please confirm if this is correct.
对的吗？弟子以佛法比喻为闹钟。
I use the alarm clock as an analogy for Buddha Dharma to awaken sentient beings.
当闹钟叫醒了我们。
Once the alarm clock wakes us up, we don't need it anymore, because the alarm clock is merely a tool and it is illusory. What we need to do is to maintain our wakefulness and purity, because Buddha nature is originally pure. At such time, the Buddha nature are in union with the empty nature and attain the union with the universe. That's his realization. What do you think? Is it correct or not? He said Buddha Dharma is the same as alarm clock to wake you up. Recently, I always wake up to the alarm clock. And then if I ignore it, then it would be getting louder and louder. And then I snooze it and then continue to sleep.
按照继续睡，这个师母一看见我没有，
When Sumu realized I didn't come out for breakfast, she would come and wake me up. At least I have another half an hour to sleep. He said to use alarm clock as an analogy for Buddha Dharma to awaken sentient beings. Once the alarm clock wakes us up, we don't need this tool anymore, because the alarm clock is illusory. The analogy in the Vajra Sutra is like this, that Buddha Dharma is like a raft that ferry you to the other shore. And arriving at the other shore means attainment, so you don't need the raft anymore. Because it's impossible for you to take the raft from Pure Land back to samsara unless you generate a vow. This analogy is not so bad. That the alarm clock wakes you up, but you cannot go back to sleep. However, that Buddha Dharma is the same as no Buddha Dharma. That life and death is the same as nirvana, and affliction is the same as enlightenment. And the 6 dust are the same as Buddha nature. There's this statement. That's the highest realm. The view of the true emptiness. That afflictions is enlightenment or bodhi, and life and death is nirvana. And the 6 dust are Buddha nature. This is very mystical and marvelous, and that's the highest realm in Buddha Dharma. Like the Buddha Foundation often decides that this person is not allowed to become ordained. Why? Because the Buddha Foundation has a view of discrimination or differentiation, which means that some people have all the credentials and no faults, so they let them to become ordained. But if there's some shortcomings or slightly different, then they would disallow. But as for me, I have the view of true emptiness. I would let anybody to become ordained. And some people ask to open a spiritual center, whether it's only for 2 people or 5 people. I would approve. I would approve it. So 5 people or even rented place, I would approve it. Or it's a corner of your house or behind it, I would approve it, because I have no restrictions for me. But the Buddha Foundation can't be like that. They still need the view of differentiation. But Grandmaster is the view of emptying, true emptiness. Everybody is good. No bad people. Even bad people have Buddha nature. Eventually, they would eradicate all their karma too. So, as for me, there are no bad people. So I was being, quote-unquote, educated. I looked down on someone once. He beat his dad and mistreated his mom and kicked out his dad. And I found him to be so unfilial. The one that doesn't respect seniors or parents. And even then, I was criticized by Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. I was reprimanded that I did not understand karma and to let me see the cause and effect between him and his parents. It turned out that he was eradicating the karma of his parents. So in the view of true emptiness, in terms of the view of differentiation, really, he's not a human being. He's worse than an animal. However, within the view of true emptiness, that would be different. So once you comprehend this, then it would all be balanced. So that's extra thing that I would say. So you need to combine the view of differentiation and the view of true emptiness. And in my opinion, anybody can be ordained. And in my view, there are no bad people. But for True Buddha Foundation, they decided that, oh, such a person cannot mislead other people, cannot be ordained. So we need to consider both sides before we decide. And this disciple have the third question. I have a question about feng shui's the piercing heart negative energy, because nowadays many apartments have this problem. Can you please kindly tell us how to alleviate this problem? It's very simple. When you get in the door, about a certain distance, just place a screen. Then there will not be negative energy for this. Or you can place like a screen divider, and on the divider you can place a huge mirror there. It's called, like in school, they place a huge mirror so that you can look at yourself and tidy yourself. So you place a huge mirror as big as the screen divider. So all the negative energy would be reflected by the mirror and disappear. There's that benefit. A mirror, after you get in the front door, then you would resolve this piercing heart negative energy and such. So if you can see the back door from the front door, then you should do this. That's what it means. So if you don't want to place it near the front door, you can place it near the back door to place the screen divider and mirror. Then that would alleviate it. So what time is it now? Oh my gosh, I have no time. How come it's so long? He asked too many questions. Oh, this one is very difficult to explain. The next Bodhisattva has the name Fragrant Elephant Bodhisattva. Elephant. Fragrant Elephant Bodhisattva. That's according to the words. The elephant is fragrant, and the Bodhisattva is a Bodhisattva with fragrant elephant. This is very difficult to explain. And the next one, white fragrant elephant Bodhisattva. So the elephant has to be white. Is there a white elephant? Yes. Yeah. That's good. In India, Samantabhadra Bodhisattva rides on a white elephant. So how can a Bodhisattva ride on a Bodhisattva? Because the white elephant is a Bodhisattva. So what is the fragrant elephant Bodhisattva? In India, in ancient words we say Tiantu. Seeing an elephant is very auspicious. So when you see an elephant as you go out, that means the day would be auspicious. The same for ox. There are many ox and cows in India walking around because those bring auspiciousness. Because the rite of Shiva is the great white ox. Mahaswara Shiva, right there. He rides on the great white ox, and Mahabrahma rides on a swan, and Vishnu rides on a Garuda. Garuda, which is the golden winged bird. And the so-called fragrant elephant Bodhisattva, let me tell you, in the Sakyamuni Buddha's Jataka mentioned that in one of his lifetimes he was an elephant king. And this elephant is also fragrant. There was truly such an elephant. In his past life, he was an elephant. An elephant king, the Buddha was. The king of many elephants. Sakyamuni Buddha was once a monkey king, elephant king, deer king, peacock king. When he was practicing bodhisattvahood in his past lives, there were 3 animals crossing the river: an ox, a horse, and an elephant. And the water flow was very rapid. And the elephant was big, so the water could not move him, and he could reach the other shore, but not the horse and ox. So that means elephant can reach the other shore of the 3 animals. So this bodhisattva is the bodhisattva that reached the other shore. This is an analogy. Fragrant elephant bodhisattva. So only an elephant can cross the river and reach the other shore, but all the other animals will not be able to, because only the elephant is big and strong and stable. So that's the meaning. And for white fragrant elephant bodhisattva, as we all know, the Lady Maya, pregnant with Sakyamuni Buddha, had a dream of the 6 tusks white elephant, 6 tucks, white elephant entering into her body. And then Sakyamuni Buddha was born. So the 6 tusk elephant is the same as white fragrant elephant. This bodhisattva is near Buddhahood. So this is also a symbol. The white fragrant elephant bodhisattva is a bodhisattva who is close to Buddhahood, because the 6 tusked white elephant symbolizes Sakyamuni Buddha, who entered into the womb of the Lady Maya. So he is one step further from the fragrant elephant bodhisattva. So the white fragrant elephant bodhisattva is a great bodhisattva that comes to samsara, who's near Buddhahood. And one more, elephant, ever diligent bodhisattva and non-resting bodhisattva. These are easy. He's always very diligent every day, never resting in delivering sentient beings, never taking a rest. Then this bodhisattva would be called non-resting bodhisattva and ever diligent bodhisattva. Every day, always diligent. Like Master, in practicing the 1,000 Dharma vessels, the birth deliverance, I never skip a day for the past 3 years. So this is ever diligent. 365 days. I had no Saturdays and weekends off or Sundays off. I have no vacations other than the temples and my home. I have never even visited Safeway or Fred Meyer or post office or any other place or parks. Just the temples and home. And Saturdays and Sundays, and I have to give Dhamma teaching on Saturdays and Homa on Sundays, and from Mondays to Fridays to Saturdays, I never skip any spiritual consultation. Every afternoon, Sundays to Saturdays. As Master Lian Qi, who arranged them. Did I ever rest? Never. Never. Not a day. For all these years. Did I ever rest this past 3 years? Oh, I have toothache today, so... Oh, I'm sick today. Oh, I catch cold today. Let's cancel the consultation. Never. Never. I am such a unfortunate person. And I still have to do Bardo deliverance until 2-3 a.m. Never stop. Never stop. For this past 3 years, even when I'm tired, I would get on my Dharma throne. Sometimes I even fell asleep and saw the 1,000 eye, 1,000 arm Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. And each of her 1,000 hands are holding my 1,000 Dharma vessels. Because I fell asleep So 1,000 eye, 1,000 arm, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva hold the Dharma vessels on his hands, not so that they don't float around, and waited for me to wake up to complete it. So that's how ever diligent Bodhisattva and non-resting Bodhisattva are. Why? Because they are following the wishes of sentient beings. I follow sentient beings and give to sentient beings. What I know, I know, I understand. Because in samsara, only following the wish of sentient beings, that's it. Whatever they ask, I would immediately fulfill their wish. I just do that. That means following the wishes of sentient beings. Why do I need to do that? Is to perform, is to walk the path of the Bodhisattva. We know very clearly, of course I know about the view of true emptiness, but why do I need to do that? Since I descend to samsara, I have to do this to fulfill the wishes of sentient beings and to walk the Bodhisattva path. And of the 6 perfections, the first one is to give, the giving paramita. So ever diligent Bodhisattva, that he never rests to give to sentient beings. And non-resting Bodhisattva is the same. Ever diligent and non-resting mean this. Just fulfill the wishes of sentient beings and to give to sentient beings 365 days a year, and not even 1 day holiday, not even 1 day vacation. So, for Ching said that my mom and dad live a very unhealthy life, very unhealthy, because for Ching goes on vacation after a period of time. She goes domestically or internationally for vacations. Especially the Westerners, there are none that never go on vacations. For the Christians, they have the Sabbath. They need to take rest because they believe that God, after created heaven and earth for 6 days and took a day off on the 7th day, even God takes a rest. So God is not ever diligent Bodhisattva and not non-resting Bodhisattva. But as for me, 365 days a year, for this 3 years, I didn't even go buy anything because I don't need anything. They're all given by people. What else do I need? None. Dragon robes were given to me, the Lama robe were given to me, and this bag, this 100 precious bag, and everything on me, and my cars, my Rolls Royce, Maserati were given by other people. What I wear, this was given by the person from France. Is she here? Please stand up. Right there. Vietnamese. and her husband and 2 children from Croatia. And this was given by Indonesians, the organizers for the Atisha ceremony, the Venerable Atisha ceremony. I cannot say who. I cannot say who. It's a big issue. And also the ceremonial hall was provided by this person, and also this ring. This was given to me during the Atisha ceremony. All this on me were given by people. This too. Someone from China. And this too. Piaxi. Given by the same person. They were all given to me. I don't have anything, even my shoes. And my underpants too. There was. And underwear, are they here? The one who gave me underwear and underpants? Right there, inside. They're raising their hands. Morgan. He gave me my underwear and underpants. See? So what else do I need to buy? Nothing. Therefore, people already given me so much. How dare I rest? That's why I don't rest. How dare I not be diligent? That's why you are ever diligent. Now, do you understand? Let me share some jokes. Mom said, "Son, ask your dad to come home for dinner." And the son is 5. Oh, dad did not receive the phone. It's an auntie who got the phone. An hour later, dad got home. Why are you carrying the abacus? And mom said, kneel on the abacus. And after kneeling for 2 hours, mom asked the son, tell dad what mistake he made. Oh, because your phone was received by an auntie. What did auntie say? Auntie said, the phone is busy. Please call again later. So there's an election in Taiwan now. This is a joke about it. So the candidates swear in front of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas that if I get elected, that the whole family would all be dead. And someone said, good. And someone said, karma is our own. Everyone has cause and effect. Why do you ask us to die? This is smart. Xiaoming realized that her phone was stolen near the train station. So he used his friend's cell phone to call his own cell phone. And half an hour later, the thief was captured. And the text went, "Brother, my train is leaving. I cannot wait for you. So I have to go." So the $20,000 is in this box A19, and the password is 1695. Then they caught the thief. So Xiaoming is really smart. You can learn this. Mani Padme Hum.